My name is Antonio Capelão. I studied architecture and I practice architecture, as well as I teach architecture to undergraduate students at university and to primary and secondary schools students here in London. And like most majority of the people, I've been working from home since March. And as a result, I decided to do these my workshops for young people online. And the workshops are called Architecture and Design Awareness workshops, and they are architectural studies. And the purpose of these workshops is for you to help you to set up a studio at home where you can do your homework as well as attend your online classes. So I'll give you some tools as well as some examples of work that can guide you to achieve this this objective. As well as I will and please feel free to get in touch with me anytime you want to help you, to guide you through the project. At the end, I will give you my email address and you can email me as well as send me some images of the work you produce or you are producing. And if you're stuck, I can help you to try and move forward. So let's talk a little bit about what is the architect's work. So architects work at various scales, and they don't just produce buildings. They actually design the spaces in which the buildings and roads and public transport and so on and so forth are to be developed or are to be put in place. So and this is called master plan. As you can see, the image on the screen. This is the master plan of the Olympic site in London. And the reason why I decided to show you this image is because I have a particular interest for this site. And the reason for my interest is because, this site was developed in an area of London that was abandoned for a long time. But the main reason why London won the bid for the Olympics for 2012 was because it had a plan. It had a plan of how to develop the site after the games, because a lot of what has happened in the past is that a lot of these sites are developed for the Olympic Games, and then once the Olympic Games are over, these sites become derelict again, or they go back to being abandoned. And London had a plan, as I said, for that not to happen. And this plan is called Olympicopolis. And Olympicopolis is about bringing a cultural hub into the site, and therefore, so we're gonna have theater out there. The V&A is going to open a museum. A university is going to set up the campus out there. But the BBC is opening a studio. So it's kind of creating this cultural hub within the east of London that will bring people together, as well as to add to that, there will be obviously a lot of residential, as it's already happening now. So, but architects don't just work in buildings and big projects. They also work in small projects. I, particularly myself, I'm very interested in small projects and residential projects in particular. So, an example of another architect's work is this image that you can see, which is the development of this interior space. So, and that's kind of what we're going to focus on these online workshops, is your your residence, your interior space, and how to develop that into setting up your own studio at home. So, what are the architectural and design awareness online workshops? So, it's an architectural study workshop to discuss and experiment design ideas around your home and environment. So, the first phase is an introduction and identifying the design challenge, which is to change or improve a space of your choice in your home to allow you to study and to attend online schooling. Part 2 is to create a design proposal by making your own drawing and 3D model that responds to this design challenge. Part 3, reflection and conclusion. The aim of the workshop is for you to be responsible for the program and to be in control of the outcome. In order to, before we identify this design challenge, let's look at what is design. Design definition, as per the Oxford Dictionary, is a plan or drawing produced to show the look and function or workings of a building, garment, or other object before it is made. And the Cambridge Dictionary, it says a drawing or set of drawings showing how a building or product is to be made and how it will work and look. So design applies to almost all industries, being architecture, engineering, landscape, interiors, furniture, textiles, fashion, etc., etc., etc. Everything around us is designed almost. So the next step is to identify the design challenge. And the design challenge that we have ahead is what would you like to change or improve in your home to help you to set up a space for you to study and attend your online school classes. So, as I said, I set up a set of questions, and these questions is just to start the ball rolling. They're not, there's no right or wrong questions. It's literally just, to start thinking about what it is that you like and don't you like, and start thinking, you to focus on your space at home. You can then, elaborate on further questions that will help you to understand better what it is, your space at home, as well as what it is that you like about the space at home. So the questions that I have put together are: what do you like about your home? What does your family like about your home? What do you like about your bedroom? What does your family like about your bedroom? Do you have outdoor spaces in your home? And if yes, do you use it and for what purpose? Where in your home do you feel more relaxed and at ease to study and why? When you are reading or studying, what is your preferred position and why? What type of furniture do you like? In terms of light, do you prefer to study natural light or artificial light? Do you like soft materials, hard materials? What colors do you like? And what fabrics do you like? Do you like to have art around you? And if so, what kind of art? Do you like paintings? Do you like sculptures? Do you like photography? So this is the beginning. As I said, this is literally just some of the beginning of the initial questions you can ask yourself to help you to set up these workshops. So now, you can develop some into, these questions, to something that suits you best, and you think you can actually achieve, the result, which is to study your own space at home. So, identifying the design challenge. So, is the first step is to introduce and identify the design challenge, as I said, and which is to change or improve a space of your choice in your home to allow you to study and to attend online schooling. Our first task of this step is surveying. And what is surveying? So, surveying, as per the Cambridge English Dictionary, is to ask people questions in order to find out about their opinions or behavior, to look at or examine all of something in detail, the measuring and recording of the details of an area of land. When a building is surveyed, it is examined carefully by a specially trained person to see what condition it is in, to measure an area of land and to record the details of it. So, we, in this case, what is interesting for us is when it says when a building is surveyed, it is examined carefully by a specially trained person to see what condition it is in. So, you're going to become the surveyor, this kind of, specially trained person. And you're going to document this surveying through drawing. So, as you can see in the image, you can start by measuring the space, and so you kind of do a very accurate drawing. And as you can see in the examples of other surveying drawings that other students have made, and generally, it's kind of easier, and it's best if you just work from looking without actually having to measure and just draw what you see. You can do it 2D, which are the examples I'm showing, or you can do it 3D. I'm currently and temporarily working in a place called Viana do Castelo in the north of Portugal. And like you, I have to set up a work studio in the flat where I'm staying to work remotely. I'm going to quickly show you how to make a 2D floor plan survey drawing of the room I chose to set up my studio, as I would like you to do a similar drawing when you are surveying your own space. I'll start by drawing the wall in front of me, followed by the one to my right and then the one to my left, as well as to indicate the partition walls of the surrounding rooms. To determine the dimension of the windows, doors, walls, furniture, etc., I'm going to use my pen to help to figure out the measurements. I'm also indicating the direction the door and windows open by drawing a 90-degree broken line from the edge of the door and windows to their frames. I'm drawing the external walls of the building not only to emphasize the sense of enclosure, but because all the walls have a thickness and the external walls are thicker than the partition ones. It is important to draw everything that is in the room. The more information we put in the drawing, the better, as it will help to understand the existing space and it will initiate the development of new ideas that will inform the design proposal. To help focus in the eye, I start by drawing the skirting board all around the room, followed by the furniture, and the latter I draw firstly the pieces that are placed in the wall in front of me. Make sure to draw all the furniture you see in the room, including soft furnishings such as the carpets. It is also important to indicate in the drawing where all the electric sockets are in the room, as this will help you to determine where you will connect your laptop or computer. The flooring is drawn last, and in my room, the floor is made of marble square stones forming a crisscross pattern. So once you've done these drawings, the next step is you could make a quick cardboard model or a paper model of this space that you are looking at. That will help you to understand the space better and see it from different angles and so on, which that might bring forward some interesting aspects of that space that you haven't thought about it before. If something is not clear or you don't understand, please email me explaining where or why you are stuck and I'll get back to you. Once you've completed your 2D survey drawing and model, please email me pictures of your work labeled with your name, age, and school year. Please send all images to the email address showing on the screen, info@artistinresidence.org.uk. So once you have these two pieces of work completed, the drawing and the model of the existing space, we move on to the next task, which is to create a design proposal. And that is what we're going to do in part 2 of this workshop. Good luck with your survey drawing, and thank you.